All right, today we're going to unpack the 5 stages of wealth. Think of it like a financial GPS, a crystal clear roadmap to help you figure out exactly where you are and, way more importantly, what your very next move should be. So, let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. Where are you on the wealth journey? I don't just mean, hey, how's your bank account? I mean, can you point to a specific, defined stage in the process? If you're like most people, the answer is probably a little fuzzy. And look, that's the whole problem, right? Without a map, you're pretty much just driving in a fog. Yeah, you might be moving, but who knows if it's in the right direction? So today, we're going to hand you that map. We're going to switch on the high beams and go from that financial confusion to absolute clarity. Let's start at the beginning, where pretty much everyone does. Stage 1, financial survival. This is the starting line for most of us, and let's be real, it can feel less like a starting line and more like being stuck in quicksand. And if you're in this stage, you know this feeling deep in your bones. It's living paycheck to paycheck, it's having no real emergency fund to speak of, it's probably carrying that high-interest debt like credit cards, where every single unexpected bill, a car repair, a trip to the doctor feels like a total, full-blown crisis. The stress is just constant. It makes thinking about the future feel next to impossible. So, your mission in stage 1 is simple. Forget getting rich, forget fancy investment strategies. Your entire focus is on one thing: stabilization. You've got to stop the financial bleeding. That means building a small emergency fund, even just $1,000, and declaring all-out war on that high-interest debt. And this is crucial. You are not investing a single penny yet. Okay, so once you've managed to stabilize, you graduate to stage 2, financial stability. And getting here feels amazing, right? Like you can finally take a deep breath. But here's the thing, this is also a trap. It's a really dangerous comfort zone where most people's financial progress just stalls out. Stability feels good. I mean, you can finally breathe a little, that soul-crushing debt is either gone or it's shrinking, and you've got a small financial cushion. And because this feels so much better than survival, it is so easy to mistake this feeling for the finish line and just stop. But you have to remember, stable is not the same as wealthy. This is where your whole priority has to shift. The single most important thing you can do in stage 2 is to build the habit of investing. It's all about creating an automated system, one that saves and deploys your money into things like low-cost funds, even if you're starting small. It's the consistency of the habit that changes everything. And that brings us to what might be the most critical point of this entire journey. It's the leap from stage 2 to stage 3. This isn't just another step, it is a chasm. As you can see here, the vast majority of people spend their entire lives just bouncing between survival and stability. They never make it across. This is, without a doubt, the single hardest transition to make. And this table right here shows you exactly why. The leap, it's not just financial, it's mental. It requires a complete rewiring of your brain from a consumer mindset to an investor mindset. See, a consumer asks, what can I buy with this money? But an investor, they ask, what can this money do for me? It's the difference between seeing money as a reward you spend versus a tool you deploy. But for the people who do make that mental leap, that's when you unlock stage 3, financial growth. This is where you finally ignite the engine of wealth building, and things start to get really exciting. In the growth stage, the entire game flips on its head. For the first time, your money is now working harder for you than you are for it. You can literally watch compound interest kick in as your investment accounts just grow. This is also where you might add new income streams, maybe a side hustle, a rental property. The magic here is your assets are now generating money all on their own. So the priority in this stage, it's one word: acceleration. Your job is to find ways to deploy your money more effectively and just systematically increase how much you're investing. This is also where financial education becomes completely non-negotiable, because the choices you make now have much bigger, much more powerful consequences. So after all that hard work, where is this whole journey heading? Well, it all culminates in the final 2 stages, the true peak of the mountain. Stage 4, financial freedom, and stage 5, financial legacy. Stage 4 is financial independence. This is it. This is the moment where your investments generate enough income to completely cover your lifestyle. You might still work, but you work because you want to, not because you have to. Your time is finally your own. And then there's stage 5, the final evolution, financial legacy. At this point, you have more than enough, and the whole game shifts from being about you to thinking about generational wealth, philanthropy, and the kind of impact you can leave on the world. Okay, let's bring this all home and make it super practical. I want you to find your stage on this list and listen for your one and only mission. Ready? Let's go. If you're in stage 1, your only mission is to build a $1,000 emergency fund. That's it. If you're in stage 2, your mission is to automate 10% of your income into investments. In stage 3, your mission is to start diversifying your income streams. Stage 4, protect and optimize your assets. And if you're in stage 5, your mission is to plan your legacy with real intention. One stage, one mission. All right, so there you have it. You have the map. The entire journey is laid out right in front of you. Now the only question left is the one that really matters. What's your first step?